I have spent so long trying to make this camera straight that I now can't tell if it's straight or not. You know, when you try and do something for so long, and then it's like when you're not sure if you're spelling a word right, and you look at it and look at it and look at it, and you've looked at it for so long that you don't know if it's right or not anymore. Does that make sense? Anyway, hi guys, thanks for joining me. It's time for June favourites, and it's actually sort of a hybrid of May and June favourites because I didn't do a favourites video last month. So let's get straight into it. And my first favourite for this month, actually let me just rewind a little bit and say that I have some TV, a film, a book, and a few things that I've bought or have been enjoying type of the actual things. So let's get started. And couple of favourites in terms of trips and doing things. We went to Lisbon in May. I did include that in a video or some little clips of it, which I will link up here. Oh, it was so good at remembering which left hand right hand corner, isn't it? Left hand right hand corner, yeah, because that would be, I'll link it. The trip to Lisbon. We had a really nice time. We went with friends and it was very enjoyable. Nice few days away, lovely city, quite a big city, very spread out, more so than I was anticipating. I don't know why, but yeah, really enjoyed it. Definitely worth a trip for a city break if you've not been there. It's well worth a visit. Also, we went away for our wedding anniversary. We've been married 22 years, I think it is, at the beginning of June, and we went away for the night to a local hotel, Glazebrook House, which I did include a little tiny bit of it in the weekly vlog. And yeah, we had a really nice night away there, very relaxing and sitting in the garden, and it's just nice and close to get to, and it just feels like a little bit of luxury, so that was really nice. Coming up to our holiday next month, that is definitely going to be one of next month's big favourites. 12 days in Halkidiki in Greece with my parents and my brother and his family, William, and yes, looking forward to that very much. I feel like I need a proper downtime break, although I've been away twice this year. I've been to Lisbon and I went to Las Vegas. They're both very full on in terms of doing lots of stuff all the time. I really want to lie on a jet chair with nothing to do, and the biggest decision that I have to make to be what cocktail I'm going to have. That's what I'm really looking forward to. Anyway, into favourites, let's do some actual things, and let's start with a candle. Why not, shall we? And this has been one of my favourites this month. This is the Yankee Lilac Blossoms, and when the lilacs came out earlier this month, or end of May I think it is, the lilac comes out, and I noticed that when I was driving around, I thought, I'm sure I've got a lilac blossom candle somewhere, and sure enough I had. Let's face it, there can't be many flavours or fragrances of candles that I don't have, can there? But this is lovely. It's very true to the actual scent of lilac. It's sweet and it's spring-like, I would say, very fresh and floral and just lovely for the time of year. And I've been burning this in my office a lot when I've been working, and it's a really lovely scent. I will link everything I talk about as far as I can in the description box below, so if you want more information, click on the show more and it will all be down there for you. Next, another favourite I bought was my new case for my MacBook, and I wanted, the old one had got really discoloured. I'd had it for about 3 years and it comes everywhere with me, this, so I needed to get a new one, and it had also cracked, so one corner kept coming off the actual computer, so it was really annoying. So I got this one. It's like a golden cream marble, and so many people have admired it. I'm really pleased with it. I like it. It looks nice sitting in my bedroom on the shelf. It sort of goes with the colour scheme in here, and yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I think I got it from Amazon and it wasn't really expensive, so yeah, really pleased with it. Very nice. Total disclaimer, if the background has changed or you're at a different angle, I'm sure you are. We've got back to the strange thing. I'm having technical meltdown here this morning. I really wanted to get ahead of myself, and I planned, spitting now, God. I planned 3 videos last night and I was going to film them all this morning. I've done one. So far, I've managed to lose the camera. I couldn't find the camera. It took me about 20 minutes to find the camera before I even started. The battery has run out, despite the fact it was a fully charged battery. then the SD card was full, so I just had to go and take loads of footage off the camera. And then I thought I was filming and I wasn't. Right, let's start. Again, I've just checked what I've got. So I haven't shown you this, although I have shown you. I didn't film it. So this was a frame I bought from Meltdown a while ago. It was £8 and I had photos in it before I decorated my bedroom. It was on the wall with photos in it. And I got bored of the photos and I hadn't put it back up, and I found it again when I was sorting out and getting this room back together. And I had these cards that I'd also bought ages ago, and they're just like greetings cards, and they are the perfect colour, I thought, to go into this room. So I put those on the pegs, and I feel like I've got a new thing. It hasn't cost me any money. Very dusty on the top. I think I need to sack my cleaning lady. Joking. Because she watches some of my videos, so if you're watching Sharon, I'm only joking. Yeah, so I felt like I had a new thing that goes perfectly in my bedroom, and I didn't pay any money for it, so that was good. Right, what else? I bought myself some new shoes, just pumps. They are Converse. I had some New Look ones that I loved. I lived and died in last summer, and I got them out again this year. And they were only about £8 or something, the New Look ones. And the bottom, the sole, is actually coming away from the upper now. So I thought it was time I treated myself to some new ones. So I got these. They are Converse. They're Peyton. I don't know if you can see that. And they're a very, very pale pink. And they have ribbon laces, which I really like. It just gives a girly touch, doesn't it? They were £58. They weren't cheap. It stuck in my craw a little bit to pay so much for just, you know, trainers, pumps, whatever you call them. But I really like them. They're very comfortable, and hopefully they'll last a bit longer than the New Look ones. So I was pleased with those. I've got a couple of beauty bits that I must show you. The first, I think I did show this briefly in a vlog, is the Makeup Revolution Mermaid's Heart palette. I probably didn't need this. Let's be honest, I definitely didn't need it. But oh my goodness, look! Look at those colours. They are so, so, so pretty. I couldn't not buy it. It was £6 or something, but just gorgeous. My phone's buzzing away in the corner there. At least I managed to turn the sound off, that's good. This colour is gorgeous, and that I use them as liners mostly, these colours, the blues and greens. I just find they give a really lovely pop of colour for summer, just on the top lash line and the bottom lash line. I think I've had it on in a video, maybe not, I don't know. And this colour's really gorgeous up here, and they're just lovely colours for messing about with. I'm probably far too old for an eyeshadow palette that looks like that, but do you know what? I do not care. And in a more adult moment, I bought myself a Milani Baked Blush. It's Luminoso 05 is the colour, and this is a really lovely glowy blush for summer. It opens up, look, and there's a little brush underneath. I haven't used the brush, but it's quite good, and also a mirror, which is pretty cool, good packaging. And that's the colour, and it's very, very glowy. Let me just, that's what it looks like on my finger. Drop the brush out, well done Caroline. And that is the colour. That is, I'm so rubbish at swatching. It's very glowy and nice, and it blends in beautifully, and it just gives you a sort of bit of a sun-kissed glow, which is lovely for summer, so I was really pleased with that. Finally, things-wise, I bought myself a new swimming costume for holidays, and it's got flamingos on. Isn't that fantastic? Anything with flamingos I'm all over at the moment. Flamingos are everywhere, aren't they? But just thought that was so pretty. Navy and white stripes and flamingos, and it's lined in the pink of the flamingos. It was from Asda. I think, have I still got the label on it? No, I must have taken the label off, but I'm feeling it was £12, so yes, it wasn't, it was £10. Look, it was a bargain. I always get my swimwear from supermarkets. It doesn't last forever, does it? If you wear it on holiday, which you do, obviously, and it's in swimming pools and the sea, it fades and the lycra goes and the shape goes a little bit, and you want to buy new. And so I don't like paying. Marks and Spencer, 35, 40 quid for a swimsuit, and it's probably, with the amount I go on holiday, it's probably only going to last a couple of years. So to me, buying from supermarkets, and they wear out, just like all brands do. I don't think supermarket brands of swimwear wear out or fade any quicker than any other brands, so I find that they're just much better value for money for me personally. Right, that was very off topic, wasn't it? What do I want to talk about now? Oh my god, my earring's fallen out. I shouldn't be making videos today, should I? Where's the back gone? Oh, also, I forgot to tell you, in the midst of all the camera chaos and tech meltdown, I managed in my previous video I was filming, which was beauty chat, I managed to drop cleansing oil all over my jeans, so I now have a big oily patch on my jeans. Just perfect, just what you need. I don't know what, I'll tell you what, I'm not even going to put that earring back in. I'm going to take this earring out. That's simpler, isn't it? Right. TV, let's talk about my TV favourites. Ashley and I have been watching How to Get Away with Murder on Netflix. It was invented, written, whatever the word is, by Shonda Rhimes, who was responsible for Grey's Anatomy, which is one of my favourite TV series ever. And it's a sort of ensemble cast, legal drama, it's very fast moving and very entertaining, and we both really enjoyed it. We've just started season 2 and yeah, it's good. It's one of my favourites on Netflix. Just had an email this morning saying Shooter is coming back, which we also really enjoyed. I think that's coming back for the 3rd season soon, 22nd of June, so in a few days, yeah. The other thing I've been enjoying on TV, I'm determined that I was going to watch Love Island this year after having that real missing out feeling last year because I didn't watch it, and I have got sucked in. I mean, it's dreadful, isn't it? Just dreadful, awful TV, but there's something that sucks you in about it. So yes, I am watching Love Island, and yes, I am enjoying it. A film I wanted to mention that I watched this month. I haven't been watching many films, I think because of the nicer weather. You just don't watch so much in the summer, do you? So got quite behind on my film challenge, 100 films in 2018. But I watched Bridge of Spies with Tom Hanks, which was a really well made sort of thriller. It was based on a true story, set in the Cold War, and Tom Hanks gets involved with working for the government, trying to negotiate a hostage release deal, and goes to East Germany and Russia. And it was a really interesting story, really well acted, very evocative of the Cold War times, and it was one of those films where you feel like you learn something, so well worth a watch if you're looking for a film to watch. I think that's on Netflix as well, I think I'm right. It's either on Netflix or Amazon Prime. Books, there's a couple that I wanted to mention. The first one is The Perfect Girlfriend by Karen Hamilton. I read this in a couple of days. It was so good. It was such a page turner. It's about a obsessive woman stalking a guy, and really well written. I did give it 5 stars, but I have to say the ending was a little bit surprising. I'm not going to say anything to give anything away, but if you like a sort of psychological thriller, it's well worth a read right up until the end, which is a little bit disappointing, I think. But just one of those books where it sort of doesn't give you the satisfying climax you're looking for. That's what she said. You know what I mean though. And the other book I wanted to mention is a book by one of my favourite authors, Diane Chamberlain. It's I think it's quite recently been published. This is called The Stolen Marriage, and it's set in America in the late war years, Second World War years, in 1944-45, and it's sort of about, she's such a good storyteller. I'm sorry, I'm aware I didn't finish the last sentence. It's about the polio epidemic in America, and woven around the story of a girl in her 20s who gets married, and her marriage is a little bit difficult. I don't want to give too much of the story away, but she's a nurse, and it's the polio epidemic and those sort of late war years, and Diane Chamberlain is such a good storyteller. There are some people just have the gift of storytelling, don't they? And I think Jeffrey Archer's one, Stephen King, Jodie Picoult, and Diane Chamberlain's another one for me. There's very little that she writes that I don't just get sucked into immediately as soon as I start it. So if you haven't read any Diane Chamberlain books, definitely worth the read. And if you like Jodie Picoult, Diane Chamberlain is very similar in the sort of moral dilemma, ethical issues sort of books. She's written some brilliant ones, and she's got a great big back catalogue. She's been writing for years, so well worth the read. I think that's it. We've done it all. We've finished. That wasn't too long, was it? So those were my favourites for the month of May and June. Let me know what your favourites have been, anything you want to recommend, if there's any good books I should be looking forward to take on holiday. I'm thinking about my holiday reading now. Let me know that, any films that you've seen that are good, all that good stuff. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.